What is up, folks? Check this one out. Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 22 just dropped, and we just saw something that I want to go over. Two beautiful and very powerful jutsus were used. So we're gonna go. This video is called Bijuu Dama versus the Rasengan, or Rasengan versus Bijuu Dama, however you want to do it. We have Jorah here, who uses the Bijuu Dama, a new form of Bijuu Dama we've never seen before, which is a snipe Bijuu Dama, right? But first, before we get to the Bijuu Dama, we're going to go to the Rasengan, the creation of the Rasengan. All right? So the Rasengan, who was created by Minato, for those people that consider this canon, all right? That know who created it was canon. For those people that only read the manga and you read you watch the anime as well. But those people that only watch the anime, they'll believe that this guy created, which is Ashura, who defeated his brother Indra. And because they believe that these four orbs that's in this bigger orb was a Rasengan. Now, be honest with you, to be completely honest with you, as I start my slideshow here, it's one and the same. Because it's kind of like the bow and arrow. Let's go with the bow and arrow analogy here. The bow and arrow, which was created by several different people on planet Earth, all right? Different community, different cultures. You can say, okay, the bow and arrow was created by the Romans. No. They were created by the Africans. No. I think they were created by the Asians. No. The Americans, right? In the Americas, right? Native Americans, no. The thing is, those people never met each other. Maybe you can say Africa and Europe, they probably saw from one another, maybe, because we know they met and they trade, right? And the same thing goes for Asia, because Asia, which is kind of connected to Europe, you can say that maybe they copied from each other. But what about the Americas? And they had it. So it's kind of like that with Minato and Ashura. All right, they both created jutsus that look similar, but we're gonna go with the one and only, the Flying Raijin, the deadliest Yellow Flash. All right, so with Minato, for him to create the Rasengan, he actually copied the Bijuu Dama. And when I get to the Bijuu Dama, I get the explanation of the Bijuu Dama, I'm gonna tell you how Jorah actually saw that. So, if for those people that read the Minato one shot, you notice that Minato, who wanted to protect Kushina, who was at that time his girlfriend. For those people that don't know, that's Naruto's mom. She was actually brought from the Uzumaki village to Konoha to be used as a weapon, as a new Jinchuriki, as Mito Uzumaki was probably was at the end of her life. So they wanted a new, and by the way, Mito Uzumaki, who was the first Hokage's wife, was an elderly woman at the time, right? So Kushina was supposed to be used as a weapon of war. At the time, they had war, and this is no little Cold War that we have going on right now between America and China, or the Cold War we had between the USSR and Russia. This is big boom war, even though this is fantasy. USA and Russia really had deadly times too. But anyway, I digress. So when at the time, each village was at least the major village was given 1 to 2, I think sometimes even 3 Jinchurikis. However, Konoha still had Kurama, who was the biggest Jinchuriki of them all, and even said to be more powerful than all the other Jinchuriki combined together. To hold Kurama, you hold a lot of hate, a lot of dark. You hold the memory, because chakra holds memory of the death of several different people. And Kurama is one of those Jinchuriki that was never really tamed, except for maybe Madara, and if you have the Mongeko Sharingan, you can contain him, but he's not one of those that befriends you. He rampages, he kills. When he goes out there, shit gets effed up. So, if you are to take on his chakra, there's a lot of hate. Possibility that he can rampage and you will die. Knowing this, Minato's, he wanted to protect Kushina. So instead of her being used in the battle, he created the Rasengan by mimicking the Bijuu Dama. His theory was, if I can create a powerful weapon just as powerful as the Bijuu Dama, we don't need to put our Kushina out there. And they kind of did. Minato went up against 3 different Bijuu Dama, and he was able to, or 3 different Jinchuriki, and he was able to deflect Bijuu Dama's strikes. Even though, at the time, not as powerful as you would say a big Bijuu Dama from like the 10 tail, or if the one of even any of the tail was able to draw enough chakra and fired it off, I think it would probably hurt Minato as well. But it's the Rasengan, the raw Rasengan, because the Rasengan that Minato created, which had no elements to it, was just raw chakra, which is amazing. Again, this is another feat. You need to be wind style, earth style, anything. It's just if you can focus chakra into the palm of your hands, which is a very hard jutsu to formulate. And a lot of people give Naruto a lot of ish to saying, yeah, but he's just such a dumb ninja. He's a clown, they call him all these names. It actually takes a lot of skills to learn the Rasengan. So Minato created the Rasengan. From there, he teaches his master, which is amazing. You're teaching your master. He taught Jiraiya now, he created the big ball Rasengan, which I think I saw Minato did. I'm trying to remember now. He created the big ball Rasengan. From there, even Minato even taught Kakashi, another one here. And these, again, everybody that have used the Rasengan, they're high level genius type ninjas. Kakashi takes the Rasengan. He's not a wind style user, so it is hard for him to use it, right? And he wanted to apply a lightning element to it. Goes and try to put lightning to it and created the lightning blade. What is that? What do they call it? The thousand bird chirp or something like that. The lightning blade, the Chidori, if you want, is another powerful jutsu. Some may say just as powerful as the Rasengan. Depends which Rasengan you're talking about here. Because people see Naruto and Sasuke clash and they'll go, oh man, it's even. It's not. It's really not. Most of the time, if not every time, Naruto has faced off to Sasuke was never to deal critical or fatal blows. However, Sasuke now, different type of boy. He's here to kill. So that's Kakashi. Now let's go forward. Jiraiya teaches it to Naruto. And by the way, the best. I'm not just saying this because Naruto, the show, is so successful. One of the best users of the Rasengan. And I think because of Naruto, a lot of people think the Rasengan is such a low-level jutsu because he spams it so much. The thing about Naruto is that he was never taught the art of being a ninja. He is the type of guy that's in the open. He's going to go and he's going to go head first. See, you remember Kakashi with the lightning blade and how he got he done? right? Not Hidan, Kakasu, and he destroyed that one heart of Kakuzu, and he did so. Kakuzu didn't even see it coming. Naruto, however, learns this later in life. He's not a knucklehead ninja anymore, and he knows how to be discreet, and boom, he can hide and all this stuff. Covert operation, he probably runs several of them now. But before, when he was a young kid, Naruto, the first initial Naruto, he was not that kid, and he was learn. This is why Tsunade told Jiraiya, "Why would you teach this high level jutsu to such a young child? Because it is powerful. It is. It's look at this right here in the back. It can deflect a Bijuu Dama. By the way, a Bijuu Dama that can change terrains, i.e., First Hokage, Madara, Hashirama Madara. Look at that fight. The Valley of the End, that is what a Bijuu Dama can do. A Rasengan could stop that. Crazy. So now from there, and Naruto, who has variations and variations of Rasengan. I'm talking big ball Rasengan. We saw Jiraiya can do that. We're talking planetary Rasengan, multi-planetary Rasengan, wind style, shuriken by far my favorite. I love the wind style Rasengan. I love it in the last, how he can control it in the last. I'm surprised that they don't do that anymore. It's so powerful. Pain arc. When Pain attacked the village and he used the Rasen Shuriken, oh my god. Amazing. Magna type, lava type, there's several, any element. Naruto knows all the elements, so he can apply any element to the Rasengan. And by far, the most successful Rasengan user, I'm going to put that on Naruto. Now, it's controversial. A lot of people might think, all right, I don't want, yeah, but what about Boruto? Boruto as well. We're going to get to him. But Naruto now teaches this to Konohamaru. Konohamaru, I think he goes as far as the Big Ball Rasengan and Boruto. Now he has the new Rasengan where he puts up a shield, which is very successful. The only reason why a lot of these jutsus, they don't look as powerful is because of where they've been used and who they've been used on. This is Boruto, where they're now entering into the Dragon Ball Z level in terms of power. So a lot of things that look minuscule, they're very, very, very powerful. Go to Shippuden, go to the first Naruto. If Konohamaru went back in there, he is shredding villages. He's powerful. Again, not as powerful. He's probably the weakest of all the, no. He's the second weakest because we do have Kakashi on here who doesn't use the Rasengan, and it hurts him to use the Rasengan. Yeah. Rasengan again. And if you see right here, Naruto took down what is that? The fox. He actually got to get took over in his mind, the fox. He got to defeat the fox that way, the nine-tailed fox, Kurama. Even though with the help of his mother and blah, blah, blah. We're not going to get to the specifics. But yeah, but he did do that kind of on his own. So we now go to Boruto, who, by the way, people go, that's the last person to use the Rasengan. Not exactly. Boruto, who's probably second or third in terms of genius, like to use the Rasengan. Definitely second in terms of genius, but in terms of variations, he has the Vanishing Rasengan. He applied the wind to get. He applied lightning to get the vanishing. Right. He applied the wind to get the wind style, wind type. I think is it wind style. He doesn't do wind style. So he has a wind type of Rasengan as well. He has the there's several Rasengans he got. I think he got planetary as well. But then you get to the last person who uses the Rasengan. By the way, I love this. I love when he pops out. This is in terms of villains. I love this guy here. Momoshiki Otsousuke. Momoshiki. who is this alien that takes over Boruto, knows of probably all the knowledge he's ever accumulated, creates a whole different Rasengan. One or two. You know when Borishiki fought Bora? And he goes, Rasengan. And he did all these different variations of Rasengan. I love Momoshiki, man. He's top villain. Top villain. But in terms of the Rasengan, it has a lot of feats. It has a lot of feats. I would say that the Rasengan is probably top tier in terms of jutsu. Now, I've seen some jutsu now, and there's a lot of them that are forbidden, should not be used because they're that powerful. Rasengan is very powerful. Just because you see Naruto spammed it in like forever, from the time he learned it all the way to probably his death, does not mean this thing is not crazy powerful. Sucks a lot of chakra as well. So you got to know when you're using it, be careful. So that's it for the Rasengan. Now let's get over to the Bijuu Dama.